Hi, this is Isabel Litzler. So welcome to my channel. Today's topic is about how to prepare for the Swiss market. So you already have a lot of videos which are very similar, how to find a job for non-EU, EU, etc. So if you browse a little bit through my channel for a few minutes, you can find probably complementary videos, meaning that this gives you already some resources and you can find more by just spending a bit of time on the channel and viewing other videos. So this is question I get almost every day. I would say two questions I get almost every day. The first one is, I do such and such job, is there something for me? And the second question I get a lot is, do I have the right profile for Switzerland? So I'll repeat it again in this video. I'll give you the 3 things that you need to do to position yourself or prepare yourself for the Swiss market, to be an employee of choice, I call it. So the first thing is that you need to do your homework. You need to look at job boards and understand the Swiss market. So before you say, do I have the right profile for it? You can't know this until you actually look to see what is going on in the Swiss market, in the job board. So if you're not looking, if you don't have the proper information, which by the way changes regularly, if you look at the job board maybe before the crisis, it would look very differently than now. Probably have less jobs now, but that's how you just look and you see, oh wow, I realize that they don't really hire a lot of people in my skill set. So that gives you already an indicator. Or wow, all the jobs are in Zurich and I'm in Geneva. Oops, I'm not in the right location. So you learn a lot by analyzing job boards, by seeing what type of positions are out there and if they match you or not. So that's one piece of information that's going to help you decide or answer this question of, do I have the right profile? So it helps understanding where the problem is to some extent. The number 2 thing is to see what you're missing. So once you realize, you do your assessment and you realize, wow, there's all these jobs in Zurich, all these jobs in Geneva. Now the question is, do you just need one little thing that can really sort your problem? Meaning maybe you need to learn the language a little bit more, or maybe you need one little diploma. Like a 6 months training or something like this, and that's it, problem solved. Or do you need to go back to do a full education? In my previous video, I said be careful with education. It may or may not be the answer depending on what you're trying to achieve. So I see a lot of expats who already come with a lot of education. So adding up just for the sake of it is not solving the problem. What you need to understand is, where is the problem first? Is it a problem of language? Is it a problem of location? Is it a problem of not enough jobs on the market? Is it a problem of not having a network that can give you some information about the market? Or is it an education problem? And probably the education problem is what I see the least of. Most people, I would say, when I talk to them and I have the sessions, their issue is more around networking, not knowing people that can bring them closer to their dream job, and probably the language skills would go out there. If you want to work in Switzerland, language is a big piece to the puzzle, where if you have too little knowledge, whether it be on the French or the German, Swiss German market, it's going to be a bit tough to be serious, to be taken seriously for some senior positions, or positions where you have client facing, or you need to really talk to the individuals in the local language. So that's my assessment with clients that I work with, is that their issue is not necessarily that they don't have a degree or anything like that. Their issues are more around, they don't know the right people that can lead them to the right opportunities, or they don't have the right language skills and they're not taking the time to actually learn the language. So that's my assessment. Now, number 3, what you need to do is take action. So I keep saying this in my presentations. When I make presentations, as I say, I know how to assess a profile, a high potential, by whether they take action or not. So if I want to see if someone is a high potential, they will take the action. So if I say this is what you need to do, they will actually do it. As opposed to someone that will know what they need to do, but they don't take action. They just say, well, I'll do it later, or this is not the right time, or I don't have the money, or it's this, it's that, finding excuses so that they don't take action. If you look at what's preventing you from getting what you want in life, and I'll make another video later about how to win in life, is usually lack of taking action, because most people know, or I would say they have ways of knowing what it is that they can get help with. So for example, I would say there's coaches in probably everything nowadays. So you can't really say you don't know how to, because there are people out there that can help you with that. But it's more, are you going to take the step to talk to somebody that can give you the resources? And once you do this, you will see a difference in your career, in your personal life, etc., etc. So everyone can be successful, in my view, if they make that step. So that's my assessment of it. So if right now you're stuck and you look at the Swiss market, you're missing a few things, you're not quite sure, this is the time when you can take some action and maybe have a different perspective in the next months. So I hope this was helpful, and I will talk to you soon.